Hi Jen, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Here.
Lockdown okay?
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
So today I actually wanted to ask you some questions about skincare because, as you know, I'm a photographer, but I also get to do some photo shoot myself sometimes,
Yeah,
and I just wanted to get some advice on skincare. And I know
yes.
you're an expert on that, so.
Yeah. So
Um,
that's absolutely fine with me. Just what do you want to know?
so, um, let's say I have my photo shoot tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just realized that I didn't even think about preparing my skin. And
Okay.
I just finished work and I don't have time to go and run to the shops because also the shop where I normally go is closed because lockdown. And I just need an emergency plan on how to prepare my
Mm,
skin for tomorrow. And I have no clue.
yeah.
So, what would
That's
you do?
what would you do? So that's a really good question. Especially at the moment, we can't really just go into the shops to go and get some products or go and grab a last minute facial or anything like that. So I think what I would do is, depending on your skin type, I'm going to just give a few tips that are quite generic, but something that I love at the moment, and you have to be careful with it, but it's basically baking powder, which is most people have in their kitchen cupboard.
Yes, I do.
It's quite alkaline and it's like a powder,
Yeah.
and you put that in a little glass jar or a pot
Mm-hmm.
with some coconut oil. And
Okay.
if you're allergic to coconut oil, then you can use some other oil, even olive oil you can
Oh, cool.
use.
Yeah.
And then you just mix it up. If you have sort of a breakout or
Mm-hmm.
acne prone skin, you could put a few drops of tea tree oil or lavender that's just calming.
It's
Mix
really
it up.
relaxing. That's
Yeah, and then you just use it as a scrub. But I don't mean scrub like hard.
yeah.
Basically, it will exfoliate your skin and your skin will be really soft afterwards. But just be really gentle with it. And I think what we can do is I'll put some measurements of how much you would put in,
Okay. Yeah.
because and then maybe we can put that on the link afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
because you try, if you've got quite sensitive skin, you don't want to put too much baking powder in it because it's quite abrasive, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also really fine.
Yeah.
It's like a magic ingredient. It's like almost balances your pH on your skin,
Mm.
so when you wake up in the morning, the oils afterwards as well will just be all soaked into your skin, and you'll wake up with a bit of a glow because the baking powder has exfoliated your skin. Um, the other thing I would do though, so you wash that off
Yeah.
and you pat dry just like you would
Mm.
normally. But if you have a normal face wash, use that first,
Okay.
to get your makeup off or the daily dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really like using face oils like sweet almond oil. You can use jojoba oil, castor oil, and just put it on your your skin afterwards, and massage it in and give your face a massage.
That's nice.
And yeah, and not only is it really relaxing, because if you've got a photo shoot the next day, you'll probably be quite, might be a bit
Yeah.
anxious or worried or
Mm.
overthinking it. So if you just make that time to cleanse your face, put the oil on, try and have a good sleep, put some candles on, some nice music, and just lie there.
Relax. Very
Yeah,
relaxing.
and then you'll wake up and your skin feels amazing. um and there's a lot of stuff on the internet that also says this same mask and the oils are so good. There's so much
Yeah.
information out there, but I definitely highly recommend using those.
That's good because it's also something I have at home, like
Yeah,
with
yeah,
baking that we're doing
yeah,
during lockdown. It's
yeah,
great. No, it's really good. And then oil of olive oil or yeah, I think I have coconut oil. So that's yeah.
yeah.
I'll
I
try
mean,
it.
coconut oil is my favorite because it's antimicrobial, so actually it's
Mm.
got anti-inflammatory, antibacterial properties to it, and it's got some good fats. So, but you know, if you've got one of those facial rollers, if you've got
Yeah,
one of those, yeah, you can use one of those with the oil. It's so nice to massage it in, and it's gentle enough. You don't want to risk going and putting something really strong on your skin to make it a bit irritated.
Exactly.
I have another tip actually. If you have got some breakouts, my latest revelation is just literally pink sea salt mixed in with water to make a toner, and just put it on a reusable cotton pad and wipe it over. And if you can remember to do it in the day, or if you've got, you know, the run up to your photo shoot, honestly, it's so good to just clear up the spots. I think it's it kills the bacteria, but it's really good because sea salt's got the minerals in it. So and you can eat it as well. No, you can't, you know, obviously you're not going to lick the toner, but that's a really good tip. So those 3 things, really good.
Cool.
Was there another question?
Yes, so I've prepared my skin and I've done all the ritual of relaxing, which is really good for the day before. And now next morning I had a shower, I'm fresh, looking good.
Yeah.
But do I put any makeup on to go to a photo shoot? Is that insulting for a makeup artist? Is it something you should do?
So I, as a makeup artist, I don't mind. Obviously, if you have got a makeup artist already booked for your shoot, most people would know you don't really need to come with any makeup on, because I'll probably take it off and start again. However, if you're someone who really needs to wear a little bit, or feels, you know, really wants to wear their makeup, also you might want to show your makeup artist how you like it, then do it. It's not a problem. The makeup artist will just take that off and start afresh, or tweak it slightly, however, you know, it's suited. But I think the best scenario would be to leave the makeup and just wash your face, even just with water, because you would have had nice moisturized skin, because you don't want to strip your skin. And then if you want to pat in a light bit of oil or some moisturizer, that's fine as well, because a lot of people think, oh, actually we don't want to be shiny at the photo shoot. Yes, you don't want to, so maybe try and just use a bit of moisturizer, or use the salt water will even out, might dry your skin a bit, but then put a bit of tiny bit of moisturizer on, and then your makeup artist will have everything there to suit your skin and be good for the photographs as well.
So you're in hands of the makeup artist once you go into the shoot.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it is just easier not to just to have a bare canvas. But some people, you know, if you want to like do your eyebrows and do things like that because it makes you feel a bit more confident, then just do it. It's fine as well. I wouldn't bother doing all your makeup and put lashes and put everything on.
If you later gonna just take it off.
Or it might not be quite right for what you're doing. So I would that's what I recommend. I hope that's okay.
No, that's good. And then after you apply all my makeup and I look gorgeous during the shoot and stuff, how do I remove it? Because one thing is the makeup that I put as on a daily base, which can be just like a foundation and not much. But let's say I've done a bit more of a artistic photo shoot, so you put like stronger colors or stronger products on my face. How do I remove it? And maybe my skin then reacts a tiny bit because it's quite sensitive. What should I do? The same way I do a routine before. Should I do a routine after?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely. I mean, it's fine if you had somewhere to go after a photo shoot and you want to keep some of the makeup on. It can look a bit heavy in real life.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing.
as opposed to on a photo, it doesn't look as much.
Yeah.
So you might not want to, but I would just talk to your makeup artist as well, and they should every time offer to take your
Yeah,
makeup off for
I
you,
think,
really, because they
yeah.
will have the products there.
Hmm.
um, but then I would strongly recommend to still, when you get home, wash your face.
Yeah.
Maybe not use the baking soda scrub on that day, because your
Yeah.
skin will, there'll be a lot of wiping, but even an oil to wipe and
Yeah.
massage the last remains off your skin, and use like a nice hot flat, like warm flannel,
Hmm.
and pat it off. That will be really nice. And some, again, calming oils, some nice serums that aren't too strong.
Yeah.
But again, I just think oils are so good at the moment. And
Mhm.
yeah.
Especially now that it's so cold, your skin.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah,
Yeah, it gets really dry, so I think that
yeah.
would be a good.
It's so bitterly cold today, and I think there's, even if someone had oily skin, they think, oh, I can't put oil on my skin.
Yeah.
Actually, if you did put the oil on your skin,
Hmm.
try it in the night time. You might find that eventually your skin starts evening out, because your skin's realizing, oh, I've got this nice hydration.
Yeah.
She's put, like, they're putting some oil onto my skin. I don't need to produce as much oil. So
Mm.
then, do you see what I mean? So then it starts
Yeah.
balancing out.
Mhm.
So that can be worth a try.
Cool.
But yeah, highly recommend going home, taking off your
Mm.
makeup, the last remains, gentle eye makeup removers. Again, don't drag the skin, don't rub too hard. Um, if you like using face wipes, that's okay, but just try and do that gently, and
Mm.
be careful of what ingredients you've got on
Mm.
in them, because sometimes they're not so gentle, I suppose.
Yeah. One question. My last question for actually for today. I was so I have quite a sensitive skin,
Mm,
and I think once I remove all the makeup, I'm gonna get red
yeah.
skin. So, which product that could be eco-friendly? Because I'm also trying to be a bit more eco-friendly and do better ethical choices. Do you have any product like a lotion or something that you would say this is actually really good for sensitive skin or like skin in
Just, I'm
general?
looking at my makeup kit over there. To be honest, with redness, I still really like, um, I'm going back to the oils.
Yeah,
There's some really good, yeah, I just still think the oils, um, if it's, but you need to find a calming one. Um, Hourglass do a really lovely serum, but it's like a mixture of really nice oils, and you just pat it on.
yeah.
So nothing too heavy. I'm just trying to think of anything with mallow extract.
Okay.
I'll put some links
Yeah.
of some products
Well, I'll write
underneath,
down this.
actually,
Yeah.
maybe. But again, sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
You could then put too much on, and then it's almost irritating it more.
Yeah. That's
I would sort of leave it and let it go back to its natural
mm,
state, and just use the calmest,
yeah. Soothing.
which is why I still am a lover of all the oils, because you might just use one oil, and
Mm,
you know what's going on your skin, and it's
yeah.
not going to hurt it, unless you're allergic to almonds, of course. So don't use sweet almond oil and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's something important as well for people to ask you to
Yeah.
check on the
Well,
photo shoot if they are
yeah.
allergic to. At the same time, you ask, I think people should be also aware and tell the makeup artist
Yes,
thing.
your makeup artist should always ask you, are you allergic to anything? And when I ask this question, a lot of my clients say, not that I can think of. And they start thinking of face products that they might be allergic to.
Right.
And I say, no, I mean anything,
Yeah.
as in
Yeah,
it could
obviously.
be, yeah. Are you allergic to nuts? Are you allergic? Because some products have shea butter in, and
Yeah.
or like what I said about almonds or oats, or you're allergic to gluten. Some things have gluten in.
Yeah.
I don't know, tea tree. At one point, I was allergic to tea tree oil,
Okay.
so, and I didn't know until I'd washed my face, and then it was bright red.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's a
um,
you don't want before a photo shoot or
no,
on a photo shoot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that should always be asked in advance. And if you are worried about allergies, then make sure you pack some um, antihistamines with you,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you can, at the start of the shoot, you could do patch test quickly with the makeup artist,
Yeah.
then have a cup of tea, see how it goes 20 minutes later.
Mm-hmm.
But your makeup artist should have things that in their kit that are for sensitive skin,
Mm-hmm.
and all the things are tested by dermatologists and should not, like, I don't think I've ever had a reaction with anyone. Oh, actually I did have one once, but she wanted to try something from, which was antioxidants, and it was just too strong. It was like berries and things in it, so
Okay. Yeah.
it was a bit of it wasn't too bad, but there was like redness. But you just make sure you wash it
Yeah.
off straight away, and make sure you say to your makeup artist, oh, that feels like it's tingling or burning,
And
and then they should take it off straight away. So
that happened to me with some products at home, and I was like, "Oh, that doesn't feel right for my skin," and then I just took it away.
yeah, I think any sort of tingling
Yeah.
is not always the best, even with those acid, you
Mm.
know, type products.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I
Thank
hope that
you.
was helpful.
Yeah, very helpful. I haven't been taking notes, it's all in my head, but
Yeah, just
great.
oils.
It's, it's things that I have at home that I can easily do, and then it's just trust more finding a makeup artist like you that I can trust, and then yeah,
Yeah,
nothing
it's
to
good.
worry about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good to have a little DIY kit at home of some
yeah,
oils and some essential oils and coconut oil, and then it can be used for so many things.
yeah.
Oh, and that baking soda scrub as well is really good for exfoliating your lips as
Oh, okay.
well. When I was using it and I did it on my lips, honestly, I think it's the best scrub I've ever used.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm. So I've used so many, and
I
they
know what
don't.
I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh,
Thanks, Laura.
thank you,
Nice to
Jen.
speak to you.
Yeah, nice to speak to you too. I'll come back next week with more questions, I think.
Yeah, see you next time.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.